Today, we're going to be listening to Bad Boy by Oxlade featuring Mayorkun. As usual, I will be providing you with a breakdown of the track, as well as talking you through some of the things that I'm listening out for and picking up on, both as a curator and as a promoter. This track dropped just a couple of days ago, as of the time of recording, so yeah, excited to be getting into it. But before we do get into the video, if you like new music and you like it daily, don't forget to check out my main channel, Pure Urban Music, link in the description below. Let's get it! Okay, so really like the up-tempo beat. I like the fact that we've kind of got these ad-libs that are just being thrown in there. I like the fact that you've kind of got these nice kind of subtle keys that are being introduced into the chorus. You've got these kind of like these cheeky little claps, or what sound like claps that are in the background, and then of course you've got those beautiful violins, or what sound like violins, just coming in there, and they're being harmonized as well, which is just absolutely stunning. So let's take it back and you can listen to those elements. So you can hear that, right? It sounds kind of like a clappy kind of snare, and then you've got those keys that have come in, and you can hear that kind of up tempo beat there. One more time. And then you got those ad libs there. There. And then those violins, just listen to those come in, man, and listen to how they completely change the sound of this intro.
I am living life for the speedy. Nobody like a Lagos machine.
Okay, so I really like the reggae snare there, right, which is, again, very common in Afrobeat music that transitioned us into this part of the track. I really like the way that the vocals are being followed up here. So, you know, you kind of got the lead vocal, and then it's followed up by some other vocals. But also what you've got is these really nice pianos, right, that are just kind of playing ever so subtly underneath, right? Take it back and you can listen to that. So there's that reggae snare. Listen.
I am living life for the speedy.
And that's the vocals that are being followed up there.
I am living life for the speedy. Nobody like a Lagos machine.
And then now you hear those keys. Right, listen.
Nobody like a Lagos machine. I am stingy with my peace, and I'm greedy with my happiness. I know say nobody. Energy matter.
Okay, right. So what you've got now is this kind of reversed cymbal that comes in, right? Again, another kind of common transition within Afrobeat music. It starts at the back, it comes to the forefront of the track. We then have that reggae snare, and it transitions us into this part of the track, where we've now had an introduction of the bass line, right? So it's now giving that track some kind of warmth to it. And we've also had the introduction of a guitar, right, which is kind of just riffing away. Again, take it back and you can listen to those.
Peace, and I'm greedy with my happiness. I know say nobody. Energy matter.
Right, so you hear that reverse cymbal come in, you hear that reggae snare, and then it takes us into this where you will hear the bass line and you'll hear those guitars. Just one more time, I take it back.
I am stingy with my peace, and I'm greedy with my happiness. See, I know say nobody. And as he met that Jumbo Mary, I'm a opening ever.
There also sounds like, right, I mean, it's quite hard to tell because they're very low, but it sounds like there's a slight trumpet underneath, right, underneath those guitars. Just listen. Hear it there. Doo-doo. Right, just one more time.
Jumbo Mary, I'm a opening ever. Baby, I am living the reckless life. I'm a bad boy.
Right, so now you notice, right, that there's a couple of things here. So the guitar has changed, right? The riff is completely different, definitely much more prominent in the track. And what you've also got now is, and you've got to listen real hard for it, is you've got this kind of constant sound just being played. But it's very nice. It's not sort of like a horrible sound or anything like that, right? Just listen. For that sound, though, you are going to have to listen real hard.
I'm a bad boy.
So listen to that, right? Just like someone's just sat on those keys, and then obviously pay attention to the guitar as well. You'll notice that the riff and the whole vibe now with the track, because of that change in the riff, has actually changed.
I'm a bad boy.
You hear that in the background?
Bad boy.
Also, listen to the snare. The snare is checked, like you're getting these rolls of the snare that complement that kind of new guitar riff, right? Just listen. There. And then you notice that cymbal comes in, and then we get the reggae snare again, and it transitions us into this part of the track. Listen.
I am living in that place life. I'm a bad boy. And them know what the thing go. We are not playing no be tinko. No be say me I no gonna tinko.
Okay, no bass line now, right? So since that transition's happened, the bass line's been cut. And what you'll notice as well here, which is different to what we had in the first segment of the song, is there's no pianos following this up. So this part is actually quite bare. So we can take from that it's going to build, right? Because they can't leave the track as it is, right? Just empty like that for too long. Because we've gone from it being quite full and having that guitar riff in the bass, we need that familiarity back. We need the track to start getting full again. So you can bet your bottom dollar that they're going to build on it almost sort of like from scratch, just kind of starting over. So let's just go back on that.
And them know what the thing go.
Right, no bass, right? No pianos.
We are not playing no be tinko. No be say me I no gonna tinko.
There you go. So there's the change. Right, so the guitar now is playing a kind of key part within this track, because we had the guitar from back in the last part of the song, and now we've got right. So it's playing. It's becoming a key theme within this song now.
No be say me I no gonna tinko. Cause I be your dog, I no be bingo. Do you want to reggae or calypso? Cause whatever I do, they don't go fit though. Yeah, see I can be.
And again, you hear that reverse cymbal, but the snare is different. It's still a reggae snare, but the rhythm changes. It goes dun 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 dun, right, rather than a quick roll, right? Just listen.
Cause I be your dog, I no be bingo. Do you want to reggae or calypso? Cause whatever I do, they don't go fit though. Yeah,
hear that?
See, I can be the blues in I reading, but these bad bitches I'm linking, and them pretty and them bougie and them sexy and them.
So right now as well, what you notice since the transition, we've just got these trumpets playing now, and they're kind of coming in and in kind of short, sharp bursts, right? Just listen.
Bitches I'm linking, and them pretty and them bougie, and them sexy and them. What is the cost I paid off? Make the story for no day long as I'm happy, fuck you. Energy matter.
And what's happened here now, right, to transition us into this part is, yes, they used the snare, but there was this big cut within the track, right, and it was just the vocals there that were present. So I'll take it back a couple. You can hear those trumpets, right, with the removal of the guitars, and then you hear this break, and it's just the vocals and I think, if my memory serves me right, just the bass line, right? And maybe there was a little bit of a melody in the background, but let's check it out. But it was definitely a break, and that's a different transition now, right? Just listen.
I'm linking, and them pretty and them bougie, and them sexy.
So there's those trumpets, dun dun, right underneath.
But these bad bitches I'm linking, and them pretty and them bougie, and them sexy and them.
So there's the break. Right now you're just hearing that bass line.
And them pretty and them bougie, and them sexy and them. What is the cost I paid off? Make the story for no day long as I'm happy, fuck you. Energy matter.
So you notice there was no reverse cymbal. We still had the reggae snare, but no reverse cymbal to transition us in.
Cause I'm happy, fuck you.
Listen.
Energy matter.
And what you notice again here is now we've had the reintroduction of the guitar, right? But also we're pushing the boundaries on the vocals now, right? Because we're stretching those vocals upwards to really give this part of the track some oomph.
I'm happy, fuck you.
Listen.
Energy matter.
So there are those higher vocals, right? And the guitar's going to come in, I'm telling you, right? Listen.
Energy matter.
There you go. And you notice again they're starting to use those snare rolls. There.
I'm a bad boy, no, if you jack my steez. You know, if you know what's inside my jeans.
Okay, so something different in the song now. This is the first time we've seen this. We haven't had this in the song at any other point, right? So yeah, it's actually quite nice, man. It's just something that they've thrown in, something that's different, something that I wasn't expecting, and what you can hear there to kind of show that there's a little bit of a different vibe being created here. You've got those trumpets, right, just being played, right? Just listen.
I'm a bad boy, no, if you jack my steez.
Hear that?
You know what's inside my jeans. Money will let you never see something. He already know who go fi kill this beat. It's a bad
And you notice the bass has only just been reintroduced into this part of the track right now, right? I'll go back, you can listen.
Let you never see something.
There's no real bass. It's starting to creep in now, and it will hit in a minute.
He already know who go fi kill this beat. It's a bad.
There. And now they're really playing with those snares, man. Right? Listen to they're just doing whatever they want, trying to make those snares really stand out and really show that the track has changed. Hear that? now we get just the normal, like it's almost like a normal guitar, like an electric guitar that comes in. You've got those long chords or strings just kind of being played out there, right? Just listen. Hear that? Going up there with the guitar. Okay, so quick summary. Really like the upbeat tempo of the track and the overall vibe. Kind of had that, you know, round by the pool, cocktail in hand, wondering when the buffet is going to open kind of feel to it. Really liked how they were following up on the lead vocals pretty much throughout the track, and what they were doing with the guitar, right? Bringing in different riffs and how they were using it to kind of add different vibes and a different kind of rhythm to the track. Really liked what they did with the snares. Yes, you had the reggae snare, which was being used primarily to transition us into different segments of the track, but they also weren't afraid to experiment with a different sounding snare, but also adding different kind of rhythmic patterns using those snares. You heard that a lot towards the back end of the track, especially where they were just kind of rolling them off and just adding different patterns to them. And finally, really liked what they did with the ending of the track. So a lot of the time what you find is, you know, producers will kind of throw in all of the instruments, they'll throw in all of the vocals, they'll harmonize, they'll ad lib, you know, they'll do all sorts of things to kind of go out on this big bang sort of thing. Here they didn't do that, and in fact they completely switched the vibe up altogether, and that was both surprising but also nice. Alright guys, that's it from me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.